Okay, y'all, it's your girl, and I am back with another review, another book review. First things first, like, comment, subscribe. Like this video and comment on it when you're done, and subscribe. Second thing second, which should have been first. My lash is missing because it was doing the Harlem Shake and it was ready to come off earlier. And I plan to take this off, but this book review will explain to you why I have not taken it off yet. And I told y'all I was going to be 100% natural, being myself in whatever state. I'm not getting myself extra done up because books are too good to waste, okay? So I'm doing a book review on Caught Up by Elle. If you have not watched my book haul yet, you are slipping on your pimping. Go watch it. It was amazing. I went to my favorite bookstore. Go watch my Adventures with Mommy vlog attempt, and you'll see that experience. And then watch my book haul, and you'll see what my favorite story is, which is half price books, and you'll see all the amazing books I got. I got 7 books, okay? Go watch it. This was one of them. Now, this wasn't the book I had planned on reading first out of my mix, but this is the book that I read first. I'm in the middle of reading Gone Girl, and I was like, I'm going to try to do the read 2 books at a time type of thing, and read this while I'm reading Gone Girl. Literally picked this up today and finished it today. Y'all, this book is good. Let's be clear. This book is good. Now, I'm going to be honest. I did not expect it to be this good. I really did not. Because, for one, y'all know I do not like books that don't have synopsis. Because I need something. It's like watching a trailer. It gives you an idea what the book is about. And it motivates you to keep going in your read. Even when parts might get boring. But it has no synopsis. The whole back is about the author herself. There's no synopsis. And I didn't even attempt to try to look up a synopsis. I figured this would be a fun way to force me to just go ahead and read it. Now, you're probably like, okay, girl, if you don't like stuff that don't have a synopsis, what you even get the book for? What are we talking about? Good question. I got the book because she's from Cleveland. She's a black woman from my city. I'm showing love. I'm supporting just because she's a black woman from my city. That's literally the reason I purchased this book. Like, you can ask my mom. That's literally the reason. I was like, oh, she from Cleveland? Because the first little part say her name and say she's from Cleveland. I said, oh, I'm buying it. It was nothing else to talk about. So yeah, so a quick little synopsis. It's about a girl named Mia. And basically Mia has done the books before boys type of role ever since she graduated high school, from my understanding. But then 2 gentlemen come into her life, and y'all know all dudes do is flip your life upside down. Even if they great men, because y'all, I'm married. Even if they great, they still flip your life upside down. All the things that come with emotion, it just can flip your life upside down. So basically, these 2 men come into her life, and she basically has to make a decision on whether or not she wants to keep doing the books before boys, keep it professional, or whether she wants to dive into, you know, the world of dating again. Now, originally when I first recorded this, I had probably recorded almost a 15-minute video and completely stopped and started this take. This only take 2, so y'all will be proud of me because y'all know how I feel about multiple takes. But I was going to do like the first half spoiler free and the second half not spoiler for, like, include the spoilers. But I want baby to get all her money because this book is worth the buy. Now, I'm going to put her social media in the description because I got the book from Half Price Books and it's self-published. So I'm not really sure where the book can be purchased yet because I didn't do that research. But if I find it like on Amazon or anything, I will link the Amazon link below. But I'm going to put like her Instagram in the description, so that way you guys can contact her yourself if you're trying to figure out how to get a copy, if I don't have the Amazon copy on there. Because like I said, I got this one from Half Price Books, and it was the only one in the right there by it or whatever. So listen, the book is good. So no spoilers, spoiler free. So pros and cons. First of all, this book, okay, so she does she has written and co-written independent films as well. And from this book, you can definitely tell. Like, I feel like this book shows that her #1 love seems to be like film writing, like script writing, because it was written very much like a script. The structure and everything is a script. Now, I know you're probably looking like, whoa, that's kind of a thick book. It's 389 pages. But her structure, how she wrote the book, is very different from a typical book. So, like I said, this is how her book is like printed. typed and printed. I threw a book on the ground by accident trying to be quick, y'all. This is how a typical book would be printed. I got it upside down. It's inside the book. The case upside down, y'all. That's sad. But anyways, so that's why the book looks so thick. But honestly, y'all know, normally I get intimidated by thicker books. But the fact that it's structured differently, where it's way less like words on the page, made me feel more comfortable. I don't know why. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. It made me feel more comfortable to actually push through and read it, because I felt less intimidated because I knew it was way less words than it seemed. So although it's $3.94, it's probably somewhere around like 200 something if it was in the regular book, the typical traditional format. But listen. A few things that I don't like about it is I feel like some parts were too literal. Like for instance, one of the characters, his name is Adam. He says he uses a metaphor to talk about his daughter, and then he explains what the metaphor means. And I just didn't really like that. And that was like a common theme in the book where something was said and the obvious was repeated type of thing, like in case you missed it type of thing, like let me explain it for you. And I didn't really like that that much because I felt like it was just repetitive because like it should be obvious to the reader. And also some of the things weren't necessarily cohesive to me or like didn't fully make sense necessarily. Like a guy that asked for her number and to go out on a date with her, later asking her if she was single. I kind of was like, oh, well, I mean, but at the same time, you have to ask. You know what I'm saying? You have to ask. So some people go on a date with you and will be in a relationship. So it's not necessary. It makes sense, but it didn't to me. It just kind of didn't. Because he kind of joked about it, which was kind of dumb. It didn't really make sense. And I just feel like some parts were a little obvious. So it took away a portion of the suspense, but it still was worth it at the end of the read. Because although it was obvious, it wasn't so obvious that you just like, oh, this is what it is, and just leaving it at that. You know what I'm saying? It was still worth the read, like I said. The other thing I didn't really care for is I like more well-rounded characters. Like I feel like everybody has negatives and positives about themselves. So I feel like every character should have negative traits as well as positive traits. Like I feel like you should have a love-hate relationship with every single character. Like I feel like every character should be debatable. Like it's a group of people that love them and a group of people that hate them, and the people in the middle that feel like, oh, they just a person type of thing. And I feel like with some of the now Mia, I felt had a good balance. Mia and the two main gentlemen, I felt had a good balance. But like Mia's two friends didn't have much of a balance. Mia's parents didn't have too much of a balance. I don't know. I loved Mia's dad. And when you read it, you may not, or you may, I don't know, I truly loved her dad because her dad was, and this is not a spoiler to me, but her dad was the typical, to me, he was a great example of a man that knew that he made mistakes and was trying to, like, keep his head above water from past bad decisions type of thing. So I really liked that. And I liked, something happened with her parents, and I like that as well. I like how, I'm not going to say it was good or bad, but something happened with her parents, and I actually liked that. I like that or whatever. And y'all can message me personally to talk about it in more detail, because like I said, I don't want to give away any spoilers and take away from her dollar, because she deserved every single one. But basically, overall, I really liked the book. I found myself like emotionally involved in the book, which is something that she says. And there were twists. It was some twists at the end. It kind of left on the cliffhanger to me. So Miss Lenore, Miss Elle, I really hope that you are writing a part 2 or something, because I need answers. I need answers, okay? So, like I said, I really did enjoy this book way more than I expected. I literally sat down and read it in one setting, which I never do. I probably haven't done that since like high school. I practically never read a book in one setting. Like I said, this was supposed to be a book that I was sharing during my read of Gone Girl, and I literally picked it up and did not put it back down until I was done with it. So this is a really good book. Synopsis or no synopsis, this book is worth the read. Yeah, like I said, the only thing for me was that it was a couple and like I said that it was 90% dialogue. I don't know if I said that part, because like I said, it's my second take, and I know I said it in the first take. But it's like 90% dialogue, which I kind of like because I feel like it gets right into the conversation and it's like a straight through the conversation type of thing rather than a lot of unnecessary extra details in a lot of places. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Like I said, y'all know me, I don't do unhauls. I don't sell my books. I don't give away my books. I have to absolutely hate a book to get rid of it. Even then, I probably won't. So don't ask to buy this from me because I'm not giving it to you. I'm not letting you borrow it. I'm not giving it to you nothing. I'm going to direct you to her page so you can buy it because I really did enjoy this book. I really did. And I feel like it should be a movie. And it says that she writes and co-writes independent films. So maybe it's one in the works. If so, please let me be in your movie, ma'am. I'm a great actress. Believe me, okay? But anyways, I enjoyed this book. I really do hope that it becomes a movie because to me it felt more like a movie script, but it read smoothly like a book. Just the writing style was more movie scriptish, which is encouraging for me as a writer because it's like you can write a book however you want to write it, and it's going to be people that love it, and it's going to be people that hate it. I happen to be one of the people that love it. So, y'all, like I said, I'm going to link, I don't know if I said it in this video, but because like I said, it's my second take, because 1,000 times. I'm going to link, I'm going to put her Instagram link below, and if I can find this on Amazon, I'm going to link that below as well in the description. I'm going to ask her where else you can buy it because, like I said, this book was very good. And she got some other books as well that I plan to look into and read. This was just an awesome read. It's definitely worth your time. And I feel like every woman can identify with it. Now, some parts I feel were like a little obvious and a little typical and basic and like, oh, that's your stereotypical setup or character type. But I enjoyed this story because I don't feel like the story was necessarily typical. I watched a thing one time, a writer's thing. This author had said, like, don't think you super unique because somebody has written something like your story at some point or some crap like that. Which I do think is true. Like, I mean, we know nothing is new under the sun, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like with fashion, like afros. We wear afros now. They did that. The whole natural phase was a thing. And now we back into it. So there's nothing new under the sun. But as an author, you give your... So y'all, my mom interrupted my video, so I'm just gonna finish off what I was saying. I'm gonna just connect these two and let that be that, cause I'm not doing this all over again. But oh, I was saying nothing's new under the sun. It's just about you being creative and taking that chance and just writing your own version of the story, and people either gonna love it, they gonna hate it, whatever. But this personally, I loved it. I loved it. I really do. I feel like it has drama, it has suspense, it has mystery. Romance, like I said, I feel like every woman should be able to identify with Mia as a character in some form or fashion. So I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Like I said, I'm going to reach out to Miss Elle because I have found her Instagram. I'm going to reach out to her and try to find out where you can purchase the book, and I'm going to include that link below. If I find it on Amazon, I'm going to include that link below. And I'm going to include her Instagram name. Y'all, go try this book. Go buy it. Go read it. Let me know what you think. Tell me how you feel about it. If you like it as much as I like it. If you hate it, whatever. And also, one last thing. She included the title in the book, but it was so subtle, and I loved it. It wasn't obvious like, oh, you know, it's a thin line between love and hate type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't obvious and corny. It was, like, smooth, like if you ain't paying attention, you would have seen right past it. Because when I read it, I'm like, hold on, ain't that the name of the book? And I went back on it. Yeah, girl. So I really enjoyed it. So that's that. Like I said, if y'all have read it, let me know. If you plan to read it, please do. It's smooth. It's so easy. Don't be intimidated by the thickness. Because majority of it is dialogue, it makes it way easier to read it. Now, with that being said, y'all know what the deal is. Drop those book recommendations below. Drop them in my comments so I can check out some books. If you yourself are an author, if you're an author, let me know. Hit me up. I will I will read your book and I will do a book review. Now, let's be clear. I only read books that are in a genre that I prefer. Do not send me a cookbook. I'm not reading a cookbook. Now, if you want to send me a recipe, I can try it and do a review of your recipe. Cool. But I'm not paying for a book that is not my typical genre or is not a book that I'm going to enjoy. I'm sorry, I'm just not. That's just me. But Drop some recommendations below. Ow, my nail, I stabbed myself. But listen, drop those recommendations in the comments. Down there, right there. Down. Drop them recommendations. I'm going to look into it. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, let me know what you think. Let me know if you read something else by her or any other. If you a Cleveland author, like stand up, let me know something. Yeah, see y'all.